All right, so that is your item N3 on page 7 of your agenda. Presentation from Fair Insurance Rates of Monroe, firm, giving an update of accomplishments for fiscal year 2026 and an outlook of insurance rates for fiscal year 2027.
I just want to start by thanking
Hope
you.
I'm not late. Was I late?
No, you're not late. We were running really early.
Okay.
So before you start, I just want to take a moment to thank you for all the work you do, for your expertise. I've had the privilege of listening to you now speak before the South Florida Regional Planning Council. I've watched you interact with our senators and our House representatives, not just from our county, but from other counties. And after some of your presentations, you're pulled aside and you're being asked questions because you truly are the expert in this. And then last week, speaking before the Board of Governors of the Citizens Board, and again, the questions that were thrown to you because you are the expert and you handle yourself so well and you are so passionate, and I greatly appreciate what you're doing to help all of our citizens here. So just wanted to say that before you give your presentation.
Madam Mayor, you're going to make me blush here. It's just before I begin, it's not me. It's everyone that is a part of FIRM. And you guys are well aware, but I'll just state it for those that aren't. FIRM pretty much is an all-volunteer board. We have one paid employee, have been that way for many, many years. So it's not just me, it's a testament to the other folks that sit with me on that board that really make things happen and make me look good. All right, so it's, again, good morning, Madam Mayor, Commissioners, and staff. My name is Mel Montagne, and I am the president of FIRM. In addition, I have been an insurance agent here in Monroe County for over 25 years now. So what does FIRM do? FIRM has been advocating for our community since 2006. We fought and won against excessive, discriminatory, and simply unaffordable property insurance rates. This grassroots effort, which the county has supported through funding, directly serves as your insurance watchdog and voice with legislators, regulators, citizens, and FEMA. Our mission remains laser-focused, securing fair, equitable, and sustainable coverage that protects property values, supports housing affordability, and strengthens our local economy here in the Keys. Over nearly 2 decades, this partnership has delivered tangible results, saving Monroe County property owners more than $700 million in avoided premium increases. That's a powerful return on the county's investment, helping keep families in their homes, businesses viable, and our islands resilient. What are some of our windstorm insurance accomplishments? One of the core areas where FIRM has delivered the most direct measurable impact for Monroe County. Since our founding in 2006, we've been at the forefront of challenging excessive rate proposals from Citizens Property Insurance, a primary provider of windstorm insurance here in the Keys, where private market options are extremely limited. As you can see, these are some of the major milestones. These aren't abstract wins. They've collectively contributed to the over $700 million in avoided premium increases for Monroe County property owners since 2006. That's money that stays here, supports local businesses, helps keep housing affordable in our unique high-risk environment. These accomplishments came through persistent advocacy, testifying at hearings, engaging legislators and regulators, and collaborating closely with county leadership, exactly the role the BOCC wants us to fulfill. On the flood front, another critical area where FIRM has made a significant difference for Monroe County residents, especially given our vulnerability to rising seas, storm surge, and FEMA's evolving National Flood Insurance Program rules. Flood insurance through the NFIP affects thousands of Keys properties, and unchecked rate hikes or punitive mapping can threaten homeownership, property values, and our local economy. FIRM has been a strong advocate here, working alongside the county, municipalities, and residents. Together, these flood-focused wins combined with our windstorm advocacy, demonstrate firm's comprehensive role as a county's insurance dedicated watchdog. The BOCC's ongoing support makes this possible, and the results speak for themselves in stronger, more resilient communities. Now let's discuss our active legislative push in the 2026 Florida session, specifically companion bills SB 1024 and HB 909, which target meaningful Monroe-specific reforms to citizens' property insurance. These bills align closely with our long-term goals of affordability and fairness in areas like the Keys, where private market competition remains non-existent or virtually non-existent. Firm has been fully engaged, coordinating with county and municipal partners, providing data on local impacts, and supporting our legislative champions from the start. We introduced these priorities early to build momentum. That said, as of now, almost at the end of the session, the bills remain in early committee stages with no hearings or votes recorded. Progress is stalled amid a focus on citizens' other reforms. While these specific bills face long odds of passage this year without sudden breakthroughs, this doesn't diminish their importance or our commitment. Firm continues monitoring closely for any amendment opportunities, preparing for potential special sessions or carryover elements, and gearing up for a stronger push in 2027, especially on non-primary resident relief. The fight for fair rates and sustainable coverage in the Keys is far from over. We'll keep pushing until we secure the protections our residents deserve. Targeting the 50% surcharge cap rule for non-primary residences includes secondary homes, vacation properties, and investment properties as a priority goal for the 2027 session. Under current law, non-primary homes are exempt from glide path limits and can face increases up to 50% above the prior year's citizens' rates to accelerate towards actuarially sound levels. With the strong 2026 rate reductions now in place, and citizens and the OIR, Office of Insurance Regulation statements, confirming rates are actually sound or very close, with non-primary indications showing significant decreases, this punitive cap is increasingly unjustified. Shifting our focus to 2027 allows us to build on these market wins, gather more data on Monroe impacts, and advocate for its elimination on substantial reduction to ensure equitable treatment across all property types in our high-risk, low-competition environment. This includes the elimination of the flood insurance requirement. One of the bills that I did want to highlight here in this legislative session is SB 1028, a bill that aims to establish a commercial lines clearinghouse for Citizens Property Insurance Corp. Firm opposes this legislation in its current form. While we support genuine efforts to shrink Citizens responsibly and return risk to the private market where possible, we believe this approach prioritizes special interests, particularly around the clearinghouse administration and surplus lines carriers' involvement, over strong consumer protections for Florida businesses and property owners. We'll continue monitoring the governor's decision and any implementation details closely, ready to advocate for adjustments that truly serve our community. One of the things that we've been working on, I think now for a couple of years, at least 2 years, is Habitat for Humanity. Firm is actively collaborating with our local Habitat for Humanity affiliates across Monroe County to advocate for a special carve-out or credits in windstorm insurance policies for Habitat-built homes. Habitat for Humanity has been building safe, affordable, owner-occupied homes in the Keys since 1993, often the only dedicated path to home ownership for many workforce families. These homes are constructed to the highest standards, including full compliance with the latest Florida building code, windstorm requirements, reinforced roofs, impact-rated windows and doors, and other features that significantly reduce risk compared to older stock. Yet, like many residents, Habitat homeowners face escalating windstorm premiums through Citizens. which can threaten affordability and even lead to foreclosure, especially when the insurance costs eat into tight budgets. We've seen similar challenges in other states post-storms, and it's hitting our essential workers hard here. To address this, firm is gathering detailed premium and loss history data specifically for Habitat homes. This evidence will demonstrate their lower risk profile, fewer claims, better resilience, and support our push for a targeted legislative or regulatory designation. Potential outcomes could include premium credits or discounts recognizing superior mitigation features, a carve-out for certain rate pressures or eligibility rules for these affordable housing properties. This project is ongoing and builds on firm's history of data-driven advocacy, much like our successful mitigation form submissions and appeals, by highlighting how these homes are truly the lifeblood of our communities, housing teachers, first responders, service workers, and more. We're working to ensure insurance doesn't undermine the very affordability Habitat creates. Now, moving beyond legislative efforts, I want to highlight some of the key non-legislative initiatives and positive market shifts that are easing burdens for Monroe County residents while underscoring firm's hands-on advocacy in this area. First, the dramatic decline in citizens' policies statewide is a testament to depopulation efforts. Whether successful or not remains to be seen. From a peak of over 1.3 million policies in 2023 to around 395 to 400,000 by early 2026, we were actually updated last week at the Board of Governors meeting. That number has now dropped to about 330,000 policies, active policies that Citizens has. With exposure reductions of 50 to 67% in many regions, Monroe County has seen a roughly 33% drop year over year in 2025, shifting more risk to private carriers and stabilizing the overall market. This progress has enabled Citizens approved 2026 rate decreases. In any event, these rates